Like seriously, I just don't understand what is stopping them from buffing GT more, because there are so many characters they can pick between and they just don't want to do it.
Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has arrived!
Alright my fighters, to give you my prediction for what we could see during part 2 of the Legends Festival 2023, and let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. Now before we start, don't forget to subscribe my channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and share the video with your friends. And without any further ado, let's just get started. What could we see during part 2 of the Legends Festival? Well, there are 3 main themes that I think that they are definitely going to pick one of these, if not 2, because there is a possibility that they could pick actually 2 of them. And the first one is basically Saiyan Saga, and that is because of the Zenkai Awakening that is coming. It seems like that Zenkai Awakening is going to be actually the Legends Limited Great Ape Vegeta, unless it is basically Gogeta Blue, but that is a different discussion. In case it is the Great Ape Vegeta, then that pretty much confirms that we are going to get Saiyan Saga for part 2. Now this doesn't confirm that it is going to be the only theme that we are going to get for part 2, because as you saw during part 1, we got the Zenkai Awakening for full power Jiren, and then together with the Tournament of Power theme, we got also Movies theme. So keep that in mind. Just because we got actually the Great Ape Vegeta, that doesn't mean that the only theme that we are going to get is Saiyan Saga, but that guarantees that Saiyan Saga is going to be part of the second part of Legends Festival. Anyways, if they are going to do this, I think that there are actually 2 extremely hype characters that they could pick between. The first one is Gallic Gun Vegeta, because this one is actually the Great Ape one, which in my opinion is more hype actually than Gallic Gun Vegeta, but there is still the Gallic Gun Vegeta as well that they didn't do, so they could do that, or they could do the Kaioken Goku, because they didn't do that either. Unfortunately though, that is going to be mostly a copy from this Goku, because they literally gave him everything that Kaioken Goku does. His green card, his attack when he actually uses the Rising Rush, his finishing move when you use enough green cards. Everything that Goku does in Kaioken against Vegeta is actually literally in this character. So if they go with a Legends Limited Kaioken Goku, it will mostly be actually a copy paste of this character, sadly, with better animations most likely, but it's still going to be actually a copy paste of this character. Anyways, if they don't go with the Saiyan Saga and we end up getting something else, well, it could be actually Future, because Future is a tag that they always like to celebrate during the Legends Festival. The first Legends Festival we got Spirit Sword Trunks, the second Legends Festival we got basically the Vegeta and Trunks here. And the third Legends Festival could be also another Future tag character. Now, in case they are going to go with Future, who could they go with? Well, I think that the only character that is left, or actually there are 2 characters that are left. The first one is Goku Black and the Masu tag character. They could be a standalone Legends Limited character, and I am saying a standalone because maybe they could make them a fusion as well. I don't really think that they are going to go with the fusion mechanic as a first character with Zamasu and Goku Black, because that would be really disappointing. I think that the first fusing character would be either Vegeta or Gogeta. It wouldn't make sense to go with Zamasu actually as the first one. But whatever, they could do it because they are Dragon Ball Legends after all. And this won't be the first confusing decision they make, and it won't be the last one either. So in case they decide to go actually with a Goku Black and Zamasu, they could either make them a Legends Limited character alone, or they could make them a fusion character into the Fusion Zamasu, the normal one, not the corrupted one, and that Fusion Zamasu is basically the Legends Limited character. So they could do both of them, or they could give us a standalone Fusion Zamasu, because we still don't have a Legends Limited Fusion Zamasu, not the corrupted one, once again, the normal one. So I think that these are the only two characters they could go with actually for future. Otherwise, I don't really see many characters to go with, to be honest, because we already have the Spirit Sword Trunks, we already have the Corrupted Zamasu, we already have the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, we have him as a Legends Limited character and as an Ultra character. We have also Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black as a Legends Limited character and as an Ultra character. So I really don't see actually many characters left other than the Fusion Zamasu and the Goku Black tag Zamasu. So in case they go with the future, I think that these are the only two characters that they could pick between. Lastly, what could be the third theme that they could pick between? Well, I think that it is going to be GT, because it's obvious that GT is just a celebration only tag. So either they buff it during the anniversary, or they buff it during the Legends Festival. They don't buff it any other time, and since they didn't buff it during the anniversary, it's pretty obvious that they are going to buff it during the Legends Festival. So either they are going to do a GT during part 2 or a GT during part 3, or they could do both of them, because there is a possibility that they could do basically a dual banners for part 2 and put there a GT buff, and then during part 3 they could give us maybe an Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the full power one. That would be absolutely phenomenal. Or they could basically give us something else during part 2 and then give us basically the Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta for part 3. Anyways, nonetheless, whatever they do, I think that there are actually multiple different characters that they could pick between, but the main ones are actually a full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the Kid Goku Spirit Bomb together with maybe a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta if they want to put a spin on it, just like what Dokkan did, to make it even more hype than what it is. And then there is also the Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now the Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is going to be for the Ultra slot, which means that it is going to be basically in part 3. So we are left with the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or the Spirit Bomb Kid Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now, as I said before, there are multiple other characters that they could pick as well. Maybe if they don't give us something extremely hype, but they want to give us something that buffs GT anyway, they could give us a Legends Limited Super 17, they could give us a Legends Limited Super Baby 2, they could give us basically a Legends Limited Omega Shenron, because we lack all of these characters. Like seriously, I just don't understand what is stopping them from buffing GT more, because there are so many characters they can pick between, and they just don't want to do it. They just don't want. They really don't want to do it. Like, look at the characters they gave us. They gave us this Super Saiyan 4 Goku. They gave us the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. They gave us actually the Super Saiyan 4s. Arguably, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the Super Saiyan 4s are actually the most hyped characters in GT, so obviously they are going to give us them. Any Dragon Ball game is going to give us these two, as long as it has tag characters, of course. If it doesn't have tag characters, then they are going to give us Super Saiyan 4 Goku alone and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta alone. Anyways, these are basically the most hyped characters, and they gave us them and then they stopped. That's it. Like, why? Why? You could do so many different things. You could do a Legends Limited Sin Shenron who transforms into Omega Shenron. You could do a Super Baby who transforms into Super Baby 2. You could do a Legends Limited Great Ape Super Baby 2. Like, there are so many different things they could do. They could do even a tag Super 17 from Hell and the normal or 17 from Hell and the normal 17 who can fuse into Super 17. Now granted, as I said before, this is going to be first most likely used on Vegeta or Gogeta character, and then it could be used on other characters, but it is still a possibility for a character that they don't want to use. I really don't understand. They just don't want. They just don't want to. Anyways, as I said before, there are so many multiple different choices that they could choose from GT, and it's really hilarious that they just refuse to buff them anywhere outside of the anniversary of the Legends Festival, and only once per year. So if they do it during the anniversary, they won't do it during the Legends Festival. If they do it during the Legends Festival, they won't do it during the anniversary. It's just insane. Anyways, with that being said, that was everything for today. As I said before, part 2 of the Legends Festival 2023 is going to start on the 13th of December, not the 14th, because the 14th last year was a Wednesday, and this year it is going to be actually the 13th that is going to be a Wednesday. And then, as I said before, for part 2 we are going to see either a Saiyan Saga or a Future, or we are going to see GT. Let me know your opinion about everything that we went through in the comments section below, and I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video of Dragon Ball Legends.